Peace. This is a meat and potatoes social production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is household spirits. Anytime you have a house of your own, you have to understand something that these houses already have their own consciousness and spirit. And more times than not, that spirit is there to protect you and your children. Most households with their spirits are benevolent. The only time they're malevolent, and I've seen this happen too, is that you bring home certain artwork or certain pieces that may be hexed, and then what the spirit of the house will do, it will start a vigorous campaign to engage in battle with another spirit. But usually, for the most part, spirits are benevolent in the household. They're there to watch over you, your children, and even if you have a mother or father living there with you. Because a lot of people don't get into the dynamics of where the wood came from or where the brick comes from. There's energy with everything, even how a house is erected. There's an energy there. So you have to be very clear about that. Now, are there some things that you could do to assist that household spirit? Absolutely. Santa Morte is good for doing that. And I know in the love and light community, there are some that hold the position that when you bring in a statue of Santa Morte or erect or create an altar for her, you're inviting death. That's partially true, but here's the thing. Who better to ward off death than a mistress and a lady of the death current? And Santa Morte is good for keeping families together. See, they don't tell you that. And she's also good at protecting children. So it's good to have spirits in the home, and also as the magician or the witch, you invite more. You can never have too much protection. I don't care how skilled of an adept you think you are. It's always good to have more protection. I have Santa Morte here, the Holy Lady of Death. I have Michael here, and I also have other daemons. So this also just adds to it, because when you're doing this work or you have loved ones, you got to have some spiritual muscle. I'm going to tell you that. You got to have spiritual muscle. So there are things that you can do besides that. Let's say, and I get this all the time, the key to, if you feel you have to do an exorcism as far as your house, you should do that before you move into it if you don't know the energy. The other thing you can do besides burning Palo Santo underneath the bed, in the closets, etc., other things you could do like spraying holy water, that's good. If you don't know what you're doing, simply reach out and get in touch with a professional sorcerer or witch. And when you're doing the exorcism, no, you don't have to be a Catholic. There's Kabbalists that have done exorcisms. But usually in whole, the household spirits are good. And this is an abundance of accounts from Asia as well as Europe. So one thing I like about household spirits is if somebody doesn't belong in that house or they're bringing malicious intent and energy, usually when you have company and they just have to abruptly leave, that's the house driving that person out. And it can be a family member. It could be a coworker. The house literally will make them ill and sick and drive them out of your home. So household spirits are great. And should you make a gift to a household spirit? Yes, you can. The gift that you can give, you can offer alcohol or even water to a household spirit. Now, is it important to know the name of it? No, it isn't. But an appreciation towards that spirit for guarding everything, including your property, because it will protect your property, your jewelry, etc. Your mementos will protect that. So simple offerings are good. And this is the last part I want to add. The household spirit can attract those from the fake kingdom. like brownies or gnomes to attract them and work in concert with each other. So that's a little something about household spirits. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.